let's have a look at the furniture that you did purchase. This is a list that has been supplied to me. I don't think there's any dispute about this list. And on the right-hand side is, sir, what you have effectively charged Serena.
Yeah.
In addition to that, there is a document that's been provided to me, which is your evidence for the purchases that you made, Darren, which you provided to the court.
Yes.
I've had a look at that. Now, there are several items. I'm not going to go through all of them. You purchased goods which, in addition to the amount you borrowed, well, are exactly as you described, £3,550. Let me just pick one of these randomly. There was an ottoman bed. You spent £800, in effect,
yes,
getting into debt for that bed. So how much did you purchase that bed for? How much?
About £300.
£300. So there was a £500 profit. Did you know that?
Not really.
Not really or not at all?
I thought that he must have some profit, but I wasn't
Certainly
sure
some,
about
yes.
how much.
Understood. Now, here's the thing. On the 30th of January, you did something sensible, which was to formalise the legal relationship between you and Serena, correct?
Yes.
Why did you choose to do that, sir?
Because I wanted to protect my liability of payments from Serena.
Sir, look at that document. It's a perfectly valid document. It establishes a legal relationship between the two of you. In other words, I can look at that and satisfy myself that you wanted Serena to know that this was a legal relationship, and in the event she didn't pay you this money back, you would take her to court. No problem. That's what this document does. It was a sensible thing to do.
Yeah.
When's the money due back?
Well, I was hoping to get it back at some point last year.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Where does it specify when the money's due? Where? Have a look. Where does it specify what the monthly instalments are to be? Why didn't you put that in the agreement?
I had trust in a pain, you see. I trust at the time.
It was an omission because you expressed how much she wanted each month, correct?
Yes.
In other words, you told her how much she wanted each month, and
yes,
more
yes, a verbal
importantly, she
agreement.
started to follow through.
Yes.
It's right to say that in March, April, June and July, and although you missed August, in September, she started paying you, well, she was paying you £50 per month.
Yes.
Were you satisfied with those sums?
Yes.
Had those payments continued, would you be here, sir?
No.
Thank you. Why were you paying the £50 per month?
Because I couldn't afford more. And I wanted to pay off all my debt, yeah?
Understood. But you acknowledge that this is a debt of £3,750.
Yes.
Albeit, I don't have any indication, except for the monthly payments that Serena's made, as to how often the payments were to come. Those £50 payments, if you'd been able to, would you have continued to pay them?
I couldn't pay.
Total
From
paid is
September.
£250. Did you keep that record, sir?
Yes.
Very sensible. Now, I was talking to Michelle, as I sometimes do, asking for a little bit of advice on this case. And I said, there's a very strange thing in this case. And she said, what was a strange thing? Do you remember that? I do. I said, there's a person that seems to be doing a favour for Serena, albeit a commercial favour and making a great deal of profit. That's his right. But he seems to be showing up to her house, having cups of tea and doing gardening. Was gardening a hobby?
No.
Well, did you just enjoy arriving at her house and fiddling with her bluebells? Was there something especially striking about her bushes that you liked?
No. No.
Well, sir, according to the complaint that you make in this case, you appear to have attended this lady's garden a great deal.
Yeah.
Why, sir? What were you doing?
I called there one day and her mum was in the garden digging, and I wanted to help out and do a little bit.
Yes, sir, I can very much understand you wanting to help somebody, especially where there's danger in the garden. I've heard about shards of glass, going round to pick bits and pieces up.
Yes, I've done that as well, yeah.
Right, a little bit of basic weeding.
Yeah.
Is that what he did?
Yes.
Or did he do a great deal more, madam?
Well, he was helping my mom with all the garden. He offered himself, and he said, like, he has some bits at his place for garden, like some slabs, and he can help with that if I want.
You're also suing for £50. What's that for, sir?
There's some stone what arrived from my supplier.
For the garden?
Yes, the stone what you can see in the picture. She paid so much of it, and there was £50 short. She still owes me, so there's £50 towards the stone.
Give me an intuitive sense of how much work in value you've done in this lady's back garden.
Probably I'd say we're supplying lots of materials, and the concreting I did, probably about £10,500. It's worth of work.
Now, I want to be clear. You are not suing for that. That was a gift.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you perhaps spend time in this space thinking or hoping that perhaps there could be more in the relationship? Or did that never cross your mind, sir?
It didn't cross my mind. I just want, just a friend, and that's it. There's this friendship, professional. That's all there is.
Understood. Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.